Do you want your child to grow up and be smart? Do you want them to be successful adults in their careers and personal relationships? Well, if you do, then you've come to the right place. My name is Crystal Sutton, and I'm a home visitor at Shared Opportunity Services. The topic I will be discussing is how to raise your child. Each and every one of us who has children wants a better life for our child. We want them to finish school, go to college, get high-paying jobs, and really be someone. Well, fortunately, it's very easy to raise a child if you know just a couple of little things that may change the way you view raising your children. I've worked in childcare for about 5 years. I was a teacher in every classroom at Shared Opportunity Services with the ages of 0 to 3. And recently I've transferred to the home visiting role where I go out to homes and educate parents on parenting skills, child development, and self-sufficiency. First, I'm going to talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which includes biological and physiological needs and safety. Then I want to talk to you about attachment and love and how they play a very important role in your child's development. As said by Mary Ann Kaplan, the author of Untouched, The Need for Genuine Affection is in an impersonal world. Essentially, first touch, not only the first moment of physical touch, but the touch that the infant receives at the beginning of his or her life, is the single most influential factor that will determine a future life of love or one of unlove. First touch is that important. Maslow's hierarchy of needs starts with biological and physiological needs. These needs include the need to be fed, to be thirsty, the need to have a safe, warm place to sleep. So when your child is hungry and crying for food, they know that you're going to be there to provide them with the food or drink to keep them healthy and alive, and that you'll provide a house and a bed for them to sleep in. Children in homeless families do worse in school and have lower attendance and more long-term absences, as found online from the National Alliance to End Homelessness in 2003. Safety is the next need on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This need can only be met after the biological and physiological needs have been met. Primary caregivers, which include parents, daycare providers, teachers, and anybody who is influential in the child's life, have to take the child's fear seriously, so that the next step they can take would be to love and belong. Routine is also another way that we can provide safety for a child. Then they can predict what's going to happen next. They know that after dinner, they're either going to take a bath or watch TV or whatever their routine might be. They need to be able to predict it. Thomas says that 85% of the younger children she's helped treat attach healthily with their adoptive or foster parents and go on to succeed in school, form stable relationships, and acquire and stay in jobs, as written by De Angelis in an article titled When Children Don't Bond with Parents in 1996. I'm not here to tell anybody how to parent their child and what discipline to take, what form of discipline to take. Parenting is hard, and it involves a lot of trial and error. So if one thing doesn't work, then maybe the next thing will. And no two children are alike. Every child is very unique in their temperament and everything that comes with that. But the main root of raising our children is the bond that we have with them. And in that bond, we have attachment. There is a term, it's called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the plasticity of our brain. Our brain can form new pathways from each experience that we have. So as a child, we are forming their brains to conform to what we want them to be. Dr. Sears' attachment theory in development and psychology one of the two things that I wanted to, one of the three things I want to talk to you about are the three of the things that he points out in his theory. Feeding with love and respect, providing constant loving care, and a nurturing touch. Dr. Sears also has a term, it's called wearing your baby, and when you take your baby around with you and you hold them, instead of push them in a stroller, you're keeping them with you. They can see you and feel you, and they're very close to you. Experts say that attached babies communicate earlier and learn to speak earlier. This is quite likely because they are often carried in slings at eye level, letting them follow conversations more easily. Attachment and love go hand in hand. You need love to grow and succeed in the world. Really, all we have to do, and the most important thing that we have to do, is love our child. And all of the areas that I've talked about so far involves loving your child in order to meet your child's biological, physiological, and safety needs. You have to love them first. So, at the root of everything is love. According to the American Psychology Association and the APA Health Center for Family and Relationships in 2007, every child needs a strong, loving relationship with a parent or adult to feel safe and secure and to develop a sense of trust. Behavior problems and delinquency are less likely to develop in children whose parents are involved in their lives, especially at an early age. So I ask you again, do you want to raise your child to be smart and successful? I challenge each and every parent to always try to remember the ultimate goal for your child, even if they get on your very last nerve. They are our future and the miracle we created. Each and every day, I remember how much of a miracle it is that we can create children. In conclusion, feed your child, keep your child safe, bond with your child every day, and most important, love your child. The best inheritance a parent can give to their child is a few minutes of their time. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope that your child grows up to be as smart as you.